I just came to the garden and it was so peaceful here, except the traffic that you hear in the distance. But I just thought then I'll make a small video how it looks like. Yeah, and normally before I come here I go to the shop and get myself some treats like ice cream and stuff. But now, today, I just came to the plum tree and got some nice plums. There's something in the plums that I have to cut out, but I think the longer I leave them here, more insects will like them as well. So it's good to eat them and harvest them. Here. The first aster is showing up, and soon the butterflies will come as well. I decided very late to grow some mice or to sow some mice, so it took time. It's a funny hairstyle, huh? Yeah. And my aubergines, they ended up in the pots from where I harvested the potatoes. They've been very small, but since they're in these pots, they grow quite a bit. And here my pears, I'm sure soon we can harvest them as well. The butter pears, these are the butter pears. Yeah, beans are hanging down here. Up there are Jerusalem artichokes, the yellow flowers, and some pumpkins. The pumpkins are not growing so nicely this year. Maybe it was because of the heat or because I didn't fill this high-rise bed up with enough fresh compost. So I have to fill it up now for next year. Yeah. Plums. Here are more pears. I had to, oh, my husband did that. I had to support this pear tree because the pears are so big, and you can even see here that metal thing, it bent. Normally I get a lot of these things on the pears. When you can see these ones, I have to show it to you. Where is it? Here, these ones. Can you see it? Oh, but this year, not so many. I've read that if you take the leaves from the birch tree and put them down as mulch, it will prevent those things. And before, I had to take off almost every leaf from those trees to get rid of it, but this year's a few. I think I can handle that. Down in the pear tree, I've sown beans. I've harvested some already, and I think I could harvest some as well, some more today. Asparagus, this is the asparagus. I harvested a lot in spring. The first what I can harvest in spring is asparagus and rhubarb. And I think if you want something like a barrier to the neighbors, or just a way where you can have some shade, the foliage of it is very nice in summer, and before winter comes you have to cut it down, and then it's looking nice as well. So I'm still watching myself what I can find here. These are many. Oh, the first butterfly I've seen here. Here it is. You see it? Oh, I'm so happy when they come again. That's why I put so many butterfly lilac here. We call it butterfly lilac, Schmetterlingsflieder. It has another name, Davido or something like that. And those butterflies, they like it here. Some people say it's invasive, and that's why one should not plant it, because if they lay their eggs here, they will not come again or something like that. You have to put some nettles down on the ground, and then they can put their legs there and they can feed on their eggs there, and then they can feed on those. But you see, they really enjoy it, and I'm a little bit at risk to stand here because there are so many bees flying around me. You can see the... Oh, ah, what was that? Hey, did you say thank you? Okay, that's it. Here, wow, man, so many bees. And I have another one here, and I think I managed to get one of these here. When in winter I take cuttings, or in spring I take cuttings, and then I always grow them here. So now it says my battery is empty. Well, and behind there, I'll just show up there, I have some nettles. The butterfly need nettles, and this is a corner where I don't go so often, and that's where I put some nettles that they have some food. Upsala, wo waren die Wegstichen? So many. Turned around, and I just show you a little update of this pond here in this corner. The other one there, the water lily was blooming. I will put that, I'll show you later. And this one is also getting big. You can see this here. This one is really big. It is that cattail that comes out of the water in winter and brings oxygen down to the pond. It was very dry here for a while, but now we had some rain and the grass doesn't look that bad anymore. And my eggplants have a funny shape. They are growing. There are many blossoms on it, and quite a few of them are just sitting here. Hey, there are many. The peppers are getting red. There are quite a few of them here. Oops, something is bugging me. They look really perfect, as if you buy them in a supermarket. Maybe from here you can see those eggplants as well. And here are the tomatoes. Hey, I've harvested so many tomatoes. I'm really a little bit overwhelmed. I do not know what to do with all of them. I made some jam, yellow tomato jam, quite sweet. I need to find some other recipes, maybe some ketchup. As a teenager I made tomato ketchup. That was quite nice. And some other things. Here, there are so many. Every day we harvest and harvest, and they are sitting now at home. So here's some flowers that I rescued. They look quite nice. And here the strawberry bag is still sitting here because it looks like as if it likes it. And one good thing is, when I use the water pipe of the hose, normally it went in here and destroyed some plants, and now it can get here and it holds it so that it doesn't break the plants. Just some more of those, and here they are just making the way a little bit nice to go through. Yeah, here's some more flowers for the butterflies. This lilac, and it's funny, but the white butterflies, they really like the purple one, and the other butterflies, they go to the white plant. Here is also something strange or funny. This year I propagated this hortensia. It was a red one. It comes out white. I think it always depends how the soil is, and this soil doesn't have the right pH for the plant, so that, I mean, the white is also not bad, but I think I have to add some coffee, used coffee powder, so that the pH is going to change. Those flowers, they really come, they like the heat. And the cucumbers, they are growing as well. Some of them were a little bit bitter, but I think the problem was that I'm not here every day. I cannot come to the garden every day, and sometimes then I give them a lot of water, hoping that they survive, and another day they might be a little bit dry, and I think you have to give them continuously the same amount of water. That can happen to the tomatoes. It can come to end rot if you give them too much water instead of regular water. So, but they're still growing. And the grapes growing as well. They are super sweet. Ah, I see now already the first wasps. How do you say that? Wasps are here. So that means I have to harvest them. We've harvested quite a bit of them already because they're really nice and sweet. But then today, that's what I'm gonna take home as well. Yeah. The roses are blooming the whole year. If you deadhead them, then they are blooming continuously. And here's that other pond. One plant is continuously blooming, one after the other, and I just took some seeds from it, hoping that I can multiply the plant and give it to others. Yeah, and then down here the water lily has been blooming. I put a photo or a video in here. And here the hibiscus is blooming as well. Just nicely. It's funny when there are bees in there and then they have white pollen sacs. It looks so funny. That's how it looks here. This corner I have to trim the hedge, and I have to do quite a bit here. But I see here as well the first asters, Michaelmas asters, that's what their name is. They're blooming as well. Whoa. Only a few, but many are going to come. There I have some ivy to cover that fence. That doesn't look so nice, but when it's green in winter, it looks really good. And these ones, they are coming as well now. I think they struggled a little bit with the heat, but now they're coming. And here, I told you, once you start a pond, you get addicted to it. I found another plant that I got for very cheap, for €1, and now I ended up with this here. It still has to get another container because this one will break in winter when it's freezing, but I first have to find another place for it. This is the area where we get our water. You have to open that lid and then it goes 2 meters deep down. That's where we can switch off the water in winter because then it is because when it's too cold that it doesn't freeze. I was just distracted by a beautiful butterfly, but now it's gone. So, and here are some topinambour. That is growing everywhere in the garden. That area, I don't go there. Today is the 24th of August, and I put some potatoes into this potato tower on the 9th of August. But until I just wanted to say until now no potato showed up. But here I see the first one. Okay, so I was wondering if they would take ages because I didn't chit them. I just put them, I harvested them, and then I put the little ones in there, and so it's good that that one is coming out already. So that's just one little overview over the garden. I'm sure all of you are busy with the garden, harvesting, doing something with what they harvested, or just looking at the beautiful flowers that they have in their garden, or that they're growing to plant in the garden, like in Australia or in South Africa. And the tulips, and look, they're looking forward to have all this in the garden. And whoops, I'm always stumbling over something, because down here I have lots of little plants. It is my nursery actually, and I put the pips of cherries in the ground and over winter, and then they came. This is a new cherry tree that is coming. It's already quite big. Yeah. So, okay. I wish you all a very nice week, and I hope you're all fine. Bye bye. And take care. I need to find a nice flower. Ah, here is one to end. Ciao.